What's up, guys? Welcome back into the Millennial Profit. My name's Adam, and I'm a full-time reseller. If you're new here, I show you all different kinds of ways to make money. So if you like money, hit that subscribe button. So I do a lot of online arbitrage, which is buying items from online websites and flipping them on eBay for profit. So I'm constantly looking for clearance events. We had a huge clearance event today, and I always get asked how I do online arbitrage. So in this video, I'm going to be just scouring this champ sale and showing you guys exactly my thought process, how I'm deciding what to look up, how I'm deciding what's good, how I actually look the items up. So let's dive right in and share my screen. First off, let's take a look at the sale here. I posted a ton of these. I actually didn't even call this out first, but look, I called out a bunch of hats because I do like me some hats, but it wasn't even just hats in this sale, as you'll see. But you can see a lot of $10 hats. I even called out some Jordan shorts. Breadman Cooks. There's a ton of them called out in here as well. Here we go. Got some more hats. Got some Crocs. Member Cooks. Bunch of stuff called out. The initial call out is right here. Shout out to T Cunningham on that. And then we've got some Crocs flips, called out a couple of those as well. So let's dive right into the sale. If you're just now watching this sale is likely not going to have much left because I'm not even sure when I get this up. But this was October 23rd. It's currently 2 p.m. I think this started just earlier this morning. And a lot of stuff is selling out, but it definitely is not all out of stock. So here's what I do when I get to a clearance site. Obviously, this one is going to have a lot more than some other sites. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm just Google searching like 100 terms a day and trying to find a website that has a good sale on it. And once I get to that, this is what I do. So I'm going to come over here to the side. I'm going to sort by sale, obviously. Then I only know men's stuff. Whatever you know is what you should sell. Just because I sell men's stuff does not mean that's the only thing that sells. So I will click men's because that's all I know. I don't really feel like trying to branch out into other stuff right now. I know my stuff and I can look it up pretty quick. Then I'm going to go to brand and I'm going to sort by all the brands that I'm familiar with. The reason I'm doing this is because if I sort by other brands that I'm not familiar with, I'm going to have to comp like every single item. And when you're starting out, you're going to want to comp every single item because that's how you build up this knowledge. Like I know men's stuff in all of these brands. If there's a brand that I know is like a big brand and I'm not really sure about it, I will put it in just because I might as well. And I'm always open to learning more in this category. But you can see this way, I'm just sorting through the brands that I am familiar with, that I've had past experiences and that I know pretty well so that I'm not wasting time and I'm able to comp some stuff pretty quick. All right, so that's good. And then what I always like to do is come over here and sort low to high. I do this on every single website that I do this on. All right, and now I'm going to do a scroll. I see these Adidas socks first off, and you would think that would be good. So we're going to look it up. You can see it is still available, shipped to me in size large. So Adidas Original 6-pack. A lot of people like to just copy this whole thing and paste it over into eBay. Problem with that is someone has to have all those exact words to show up in eBay. So I like to manually do it. So I'm just going to type in Adidas 6-pack no-show socks. Least amount of words you can do, the better, the more results it's going to pull. So we can see, no, we don't need Rakuten right now. We can see it is pulling up a bunch of different kinds. So we can see right there, first one, $16, $16. So it looks like about $16 to $20 on those. If they are under a pound, that would be money. And at $2.99, the risk is not really there. So that's probably a decent product. Now, I know from past experiences that OU hats don't really sell super well, but we're going to look it up just because they are having a good year this year. Again, fewer words, the better. And always over here, I just have it set to it, but always have completed and sold listings both checked. If you don't check sold listings, it won't show the entire, it won't show only solds. It'll show some things that don't sell. So here's that exact hat, but it's in pre-owned. We can also sort by condition and new, since obviously we're looking for new. With hats, it's a different market. You're not always going to find the exact hat listed because there's so many different styles. So you just try to find similar hats to get a market on it. But you can see a lot of them are in the lower like 25. There's that exact hat. Okay. There might be money. That's youth even. There's definitely probably money in there. I guess I've just been burnt on some OU hats in the past, so I kind of just avoid those personally. We got some of these. Not bad. There even large, extra large is available as well. So Jordan Club Heritage 86 is what those are called. Man, some of those are really blurry pictures. These will be anywhere between 25 and 30 usually, depending. There's the exact kind. Depends on the color as well. 26. So not a ton of money there, but there is some money to be made. You can also check Amazon on some of this stuff as well. Really want to look this up. I do really well with these types of styles. Again, I'm probably not going to find this exact one, but I bet I can find some Texas Rangers A-frames around like $30 or more. A-frame hat. Yeah, A-frames are just a hot style right now. You're going to see a bunch of them in this sale. I'm probably not going to look up a ton of them because most of them in any team go for like $30 to $40. So you can see, again, you're not going to always find the exact hat, but that doesn't mean that's not a good thing. Just know with hats, they're extremely long-term. A hat like this will probably take you till next baseball season to sell. Long-term category, but I love them. They sell consistently for me, but if you don't want to tie up a bunch of capital quick, then they're probably not the best thing to get into. They take like 6 months to 2 years to sell. I see a lot of different hats here. We got Nike hats galore, Crocs gibbets. Again, I'm just kind of scouring over based on prior knowledge. At first, you're going to want to look everything up to kind of build that up. This catches my eye a little bit. Adidas. That one I will copy because it's not very long, and we'll just see what happens. Okay, we're not seeing that exact color. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. All right, $35, $40 on that, and a $10 bag. Again, that's going to be over £1, so you're going to need to factor in shipping, but there definitely is money on that. Let's try a different style hat. Just trying to show like looking up all different kinds of items just to give you guys an idea. Texas Texans. That is a 950. There. It's probably like a $28 to $35 hat. I'm not even finding just the straight blue. There's a pre-owned for like 28, another one for 25. So yeah, okay, there it is. $35. Again, you're not always going to find the exact one, but this is such a basic hat. I assumed I would be able to find it. Most of these are profitable at $10. I mean, Lakers camo A-frame. I don't even need to look that up, but we're going to just because I'm not even sure if there's going to be one on here. Okay, there is. Yeah, that's absolute cash. That is absolute money in the bank. We're going to send that in another browser. I'm going to send that lead out to the group because that is cash. We just park that over there real quick. Yeah, most all of these are money. I don't want this to be all about hats, so I'm going to just keep scrolling. Try to find a couple other items to show you guys, but you can basically see what I'm doing is just sorting by the brands that I'm familiar with. You can see how many $9.99 hats are. This sale was absolutely insane. We have cooked it like nobody's business. Members are absolutely eating up on the sale because this is nuts, and we are at the beginning of Q4, like being able to get this much good inventory. I mean, look at that Giants throwback logo hat. You kidding me? No, this stuff is too easy. I'm going to, because I've shown enough hats and it's pretty obvious that at $10, most of these are profitable. I'm going to come over here and sort by shoes and accessories just to show some other items that there are not accessories. We'll do clothing because hats will be in accessories. So now, if you want to look up some clothing like this, it can be tougher to find just because of how many different style shorts there are. But something key that you can do on a bunch of these websites is most of them, if you're shopping on websites like this, if you go to details, they'll have the supplier SKU, they call it. It's just the style code. So I can copy that and paste it. And basically the first half of this, and this goes the same for shoes, that is the style. And then the last three are the color. So if nothing comes up on the style, then or if nothing comes up on this full thing, then I can take away the color and it'll pull the style. Just something to note. And you can see that style kind of similar to hats. You're not always going to find the exact color in the thing, but if you can find the exact style, and you can see it selling in that exact style, then it's probably selling. So we can see these are selling for about $40 to $50. Whoops, back to that guy. And it's 15. So shoot, I'm going to park that too because those are cash. So we're going to call those out as soon as I finish editing this video. So you can do that with all these. A lot of really good shorts. I mean, absolute money in the bank on a lot of these. Absolute money in the bank. Trying to find a couple different items to look up. But you can see this sale is absolutely loaded. Insane that we were able to get all of these items this cheap. I don't know what Champs is doing. I guess clearing out maybe last year's stock for this year's Q4. So not bad at all. These, we can see Crocs Echo. So on an item like this, I'm not going to type in a style code. Crocs do have them, but people don't usually type them in. So I'm just going to type in Crocs Echo green. Again, fewer words, the better. It will pull more results. You can refine it if you need to. Not exactly, but 60. You can kind of see what the style is going for. We should be able to find the exact ones on these. Yeah, there we go. 53 on those. 60. I've sold these before. They go for like 60. And they're $20. So that would be a buy. And again, when you're doing online arbitrage, just know you have a lot of competition. There's a lot of people buying. So that's why I recommend just buying like between 2 and 5 of each item or each size. That way you're just not stuck holding the bag if you have a bad buy. Unless you can take the stock on the item. If you see it selling through really well and you can take the stock, that's not a bad idea. But especially when starting out, take like 2 to 5 of the item just to try it out. And just know that if you don't take stock, you're going to have other people that buy it as well. And there's a lot of people in this business that cannot do math. So there we are. We can see the Charizards I just clicked on. Those were absolute money. I think someone called those out. $20 on those. They sold out. A lot of stuff, like I said, is selling out, but it's been live for a couple hours. Luckily, the members in the group were able to get alerted on it. We never miss a sale like this. I mean, I'm constantly scouring the websites all over Google, and so are a bunch of other people in the group. So we're always on top of the in-store and the online sales. As you can see, there's just all kinds of different stuff in this. Probably the Snorlaxes are sold out too. No, they're not. Okay, we're going to have to take... I feel like they've added more because I was on here earlier, and I don't think they had the Snorlax Crocs. I bet you those are money. Yeah, 65, 80. Yeah. Shoot, we're going to have to park another one, dude. Bread and Butter's about to get fed after this video because I swear they've added a lot of new stuff. Jigglypuff Crocs, are you kidding me? I know those are money too. We're going to end it off on the Jigglypuff Crocs because, come on. Actually, I think I saw Jorgus called those out, didn't he? Yep. He called the Snorlax and the Jigglypuff. Dude, those are so sweet. Oh, yeah, and there's an extra code you can use to get 15% off of $75 plus, which is crazy, guys. So you're getting 15% off. So you're getting those hats for $8.50, and you're getting the $20 Crocs for like $17. That's absolutely nuts. So that'll pretty much do it. I just wanted to show you guys my process on online arbitrage and how exactly I go about that, because I've been asked that a lot, and it's just like sourcing in the store. It just takes time. The more you do it, the better and the faster you get at it. At first, you just need to look everything that you possibly can up and start to build your niche inside your head and learn those price points and what items are good or not. As you saw, I was not looking up every single item. I was just looking up items that caught my eye based on prior experience. It's just having a memory based on what you've looked up in the past so that you know, oh, that pair of Crocs is $20. I'm pretty sure it sells for like 50 to 60. Let's go comp it instead of just having to comp every single item. but you are going to have to do that first to build up that knowledge. So if you're interested in joining this reselling group I'm talking about, Bread and Butter, that's my personal Discord community and leads group where we call out daily in-store and online leads. And anytime there's a big store like this in-store or online, we're always calling it out. So you can check that out and join. First link in the description. Hopefully everyone's Q4 sales are amazing. Normally I have all my inventory stacked up by Q4, but to be able to get a nice little sale like this at the beginning of Q4 to stack up some more inventory, I am not upset about it. There's money to be made everywhere, guys. Let's go get it. Thank you for watching The Millennial Prophet.